All right, let's just start recording. We're gonna just start recording. We're just gonna go for it. Big dubs, big energy. First, what is this? My name is One Easy. I'm half of otaku, and this is my streamer diaries. So like, I wanted streamer diaries to essentially be like, it's gonna be just this like unfiltered, very raw video series that I make where I just go in and I start talking about not just content creation, like just in general. Well, no, I guess it is content creation in general. So it's just basically me as a person, my life, my experiences, and how it affects my work, I guess. So like I'll come in here and I'll talk about like, oh, today I worked 50 hours at my job and then I had to go home and edit and I didn't get a video out and it sucked. Or even just things that I learned or experiences, you know? Like I kind of want this to be a space for me to just like not only vent about things that frustrate me or like what's been on my mind when it comes to just like content creation or even just life in general, because life is always frustrating. But I kind of wanted it to be like a also help people who want to know more about not just me but like more about content creation or even just my own thought process on things. I plan on doing these, I want to say like maybe twice a month, or maybe if this is easy to edit, maybe once a week. That would also be cool. I don't know if I want to put them all on my Ko-fi or if I want to do like an extra episode on the Ko-fi. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how this works out. And you're probably wondering like, why is he explaining all this stuff on the video? And it's because that's what the video series is. It's just a stream of consciousness. I guess the first thing I guess more like me, the first thing I would want to talk about, working full-time while content creation, it kind of sucks. Like it's nice when I get home on Friday and I look at my bank account and my bank account has money in it. Like that's like a great feeling. Like more money than when you left it. Like that's a great feeling. Top 10 feelings I want to say all time. But like it really does suck when you want to, I don't know, like watch the PlayStation showcase, but you can't because like you're at work, you know? So things like that, instances like that is really not cash money. But like for example, that's what happened this week is like I had one day off, which is Monday, out of like the regular, like I worked 5 days, well 4 days, and Monday I didn't have on, I wasn't working, but Panda was also out of work. So I was just like, why don't I just spend the time with you? Because I'm sure this week I'll have enough time to record a video and edit it. Tuesday came around. Tuesday was not the worst day. Then Wednesday really crushed my energy for the rest of the week. It was a lot of work. I worked, I want to say 40 hours in just 4 days. So it's essentially like 10-hour days every day. And I don't even hate my job. Like I have fun with it, but it just sucks because like, that's the thing is like I have a job that I do enjoy, but it sucks because I don't get to bring content like I used to. And I have to start learning to record things and not taking those risks, because that's what happened is that like on Monday, instead of recording a video or even recording a video with Panda, because she's always down to do that, or she's always down to be like, oh, you can go ahead and record your video for like 2 hours, we'll just hang out later. I was just like, nah, like I'll definitely be able to. That's one thing that I realized transitioning from like full-time content creation to like I guess part-time content creation is that losing time is worse than losing money. Because when I was doing this last year, I was essentially full-time. When I didn't do something on Monday, I could easily make up for it on Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever. Me not doing something this weekend can literally affect all of my content going until Friday, when I'll have free time again, when I'll have that. Because like one thing that I didn't account for when I started working and making content is that I am tired all the time. I never thought that this was gonna be this bad, yo. I'm dumb tired all the time. I get home and I'm ready to go to sleep at like 7 p.m. bro. 7 p.m. There aren't even any good shows playing at 7 p.m. to fall asleep to. Like some news hasn't even been brought out yet. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy, but I do have early mornings. So like I'll wake up for work at like 5 a.m., 4 a.m. So like I do go to sleep early, which is like 9 p. If I have to wake up at 4, I'm in bed by like 8 p.m. Like I'm trying to go to sleep at like 8 p.m. And like usually what happens is like I'll get in bed, but I'll probably fall asleep at like 9 p.m. So when I get home from work at like 4, and I'm done eating, shower and whatnot, I got 2 hours. And sometimes I don't have the energy to even be like excited or like engaging. And that's one thing that I needed to learn, is that like when I do have the energy, which is definitely on the weekends when I can just wake up, make my coffee, like, you know, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about waking up super early. I can wake up at a regular time. Is that I need to use these hours more effectively. Like right now, it is Saturday at 10 a.m. You see? Like we've already made the switch. I'm recording right now in the morning and is at work. That's one thing that I would say I would recommend to you guys if you're watching this, is like, yo, don't waste your time. And I also, man, 2020 Werner, he was going through a lot, so I'm not super mad at him for not making videos. But man, being full-time, now that if I was full-time again, I don't think I would waste so much time, because I would be cranking those videos out, man, and the whole time I was like, no, I got time, I'll do it later, I don't feel like editing. No, editing's okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and stream, bro. Man, I wish I could go back and be like, bro. And if you would have asked me in 2020 if I could go back in time and like shake myself in like high school to make videos, he would have been like, yeah, I should have. And like, I'm angry at myself for not kicking my own butt back then. Like literally just a year ago. And now I'm doing it. I'm finally doing it. Here we are. Welcome. We're doing it. But yeah, if you're full-time right now, try to crank out those videos, or even just getting into a really good workflow. If you could get into a workflow where you're like, I know all I need is 3 hours to edit, or I know that if in 3 hours I can get some kind of leeway done, then you know, like, all I need to do when I start working again is have 3 hours of free time and I can crank this video out. And that's one thing that I'm realizing, is that like I can crank out a video, I want to say like 4 to 5 hours, not necessarily in the same day. I don't really work too well when it's all like back to back. I got to work on this video. I'm working on that. I'm working just back to back, like keeping that focus. But my quality for sure drops the more I do that. Like the longer I work on a project in one sitting, the less likely it is to have good amounts of effort. And that's just me working with myself. Like I need to either learn how to adapt to that, and like find ways to like keep the effort high while I'm working on something for a long time, or I need to learn how to work on things almost every day, you know, like set aside that time so I can keep that effort high and just work on it throughout long periods of time. So like I'll be editing a video, right? And halfway, like I'm been working on it for like 3 hours, and I'm just like, you know what? This cut right here, I don't even care. We're just gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this. Like it starts off very high energy at the beginning, and then the effort gets lost halfway through, and that's what I don't like about working on something for too long. So the changes that I've made is that I'll make the big rough edits, the things that are very time consuming, all in one day, because I don't want to do them. I can get through that, and then throughout the week, what I'm gonna do is like every day look at it, see if I can add a meme, see if it's funny. Like I'll marinate it longer. Because usually what I used to do is just one big day where I edit out all the stuff, like edit out all the dead space, all the boring stuff. One day where I start adding in memes or making it spicy, and then by the time it ships out, like that's the product. And I think if I have more time to let it marinate, so that I can like come back with fresh eyes more often, I think I'll be in a better spot. How did we even get to this point? Like I totally forgot what we were even talking about. Oh, I was just talking about, I guess, content creation, content creation while working full time. It's definitely tough, but it's definitely doable. There are sacrifices though. Like there are times where I get home from work, I got 3 hours before I really need to get ready for bed, or 4 hours before I really need to get ready for bed, and like my friends are like, yo, we should all play Blood Hunt, which I don't want to play, mostly because I'm really tired of battle royales. They wanted me to play, and I was like, all right, I'll download it, but I was like, I only got like 3 hours. I can't play with y'all. Like I gotta edit, I gotta do stuff, I gotta see if I can get a stream in, you know. That's the one thing. That's the part that kills you. It's not just working and creating content. That's not the problem. The problem comes in when you want to do stuff with your friends, but you can't because you're working. Because when you get out of work, you essentially clock in again. And that's the part that'll will tear up a lot of people. It's definitely, I finally understand why they say content creation is a very lonely career, because like you will miss out on a lot. And right now it's not like I'm over here speaking like I missed out on like my child's birth or whatever. I haven't really missed out on anything crazy. I have seen like my friends playing in the Discord and I'm like, damn, that would be fun, but I can't do it. Or like my friends wanted to play D&D and I just couldn't find the time for it, and I was like, I just can't, because like I'm just tired, where I need to decompress. Like my mind is just like so jam-packed with stuff. And I've been on, and you're always on go. It feels like you're always working. So like the one day they were like, yo, we should all play D&D. I'm like, I'm so spent. I need a day to recharge. Or even like me coming home from work. If I come home from work at like 5 o'clock, we get the game started at 6. I gotta be in bed by like 9, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing that like, and not even just be in bed by 9. I gotta like shower, eat dinner. Like you lose out on a good amount of stuff. But I will say that it is worth it. Because one thing I don't worry about now is like the financial stability. Like, oh, I want to buy this cool game that's coming out. I could go buy it right now. I got paid on Friday. I could go buy any game that I want to play right now and do a video on it. Like I don't care, because I have the financial stability. I'm also speaking, I would also like to preface this. I'm speaking from the viewpoint of somebody who doesn't have a lot of their own bills. All right. I don't have a very high living expense. I live with my parents. I'm in their basement. Like I pay very minimal stuff. So when I say like this financial freedom, I know that not everybody who works full time and does content creation has this financial freedom. I'm just speaking from my experience. I do. Like there's that one game with the little dice that is like a roguelike. I might buy that game after this stream, after this video. I'll talk about stream. I might buy it after I record this video and play it because I can, because I have the funds for it now. Or you can do things like I can budget for a camera. When I was doing this in 2020, the idea of buying a Sony mirrorless camera was like an actual dream. Like I would actually be dreaming if I thought I had that or had the possibility of getting that. Now that I work, I'm budgeting towards better equipment, so that maybe my green screen won't be so grainy in all my videos, or maybe that the quality of my webcam will be better. Like maybe next video you're gonna be seeing everything, dude. That'd be crazy. If I want to buy more gear, I can buy more gear. If I want to buy games, I can buy more games. But the time is something you absolutely do not get back, and you also do not get the energy back either. I know some people can power through it. I personally cannot do a video unless I'm like, I have some kind of good energy, you know? Like if I've tried to stream without good energy, I've tried to make videos without good energy, it just comes off as super, super depressing to me. Like I'm just sitting there watching the game. You're not even there for me anymore. You're there for the game, and that's not what I want my videos or my streams to be. And it's just not, I just don't think it's that fun, because for all that you could just watch a gameplay video with no commentary and it would be the same thing. That's why when I say I get home from work, I do have 3 hours. I could record for an hour and then edit it for the next 2, but the gameplay is going to be like, I'm going to be so exhausted. So I guess the major takeaway from this would be like, make sure you spend your time wisely. And to let you know that if you are coming to a point where you have to be full-time, you have to work full-time and content create, a lot of people have done it. I'm one of the laziest people I know, and I've done it. I'm just starting out and I'm doing pretty well. I want to say, like, I think Wotaku's growing pretty well. It can be done. It is definitely hard, and you will definitely miss out on like things like playing with the boys and stuff like that, but it is worth it when it comes to like, now you don't have to worry about buying games and things like that. And there's always extra time. Like there will always be time to play with the boys. You just got to be more serious about it. And this is like, this beginning transition for me is kind of what separates me from like, is this a hobby or is this what I want to do for my life? And like coming home after working 10 hours and seeing that I'm like, I get on my computer and I'm like, I'm an idiot for not recording. That was like the moment I was like, wow, I actually want to do this forever, you know? Because like I could have easily just been like, I'm gonna just play games. I'm like, oh, I was working, like I could use that excuse, but like if you're in that if you're in that seat where you're like, now I gotta go to work and consecrate, it will definitely show you if this is for you or not. And I think that it is it could be, but you gotta be real with yourself. Don't force it, because nobody wants forced content. I guess that might be all that I really have for right now, is that I just wanted to talk about. That being said, thank you for tuning into my stream of consciousness. If this made sense to you, like at all, I'm gonna watch this later and I hope that it's made sense to at least me. Drop a like, comment, let me know what you think. And let me know how to improve it, because I want this to be, and there's gonna be a bunch of ahs in this. It is what it is. If this is something that you would like to see more of, absolutely let me know. And if you guys have questions too, like I would love to answer any questions. That's like my favorite thing to do. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you like it. Drop a like, share it, tell your friends, and engage. You know, I would love to know what your guys' thoughts on some of these topics are, and like where you guys are at with it. I appreciate you guys from coming out. I'll see you guys next time. Otaku out.